We are back with all the mods 10. Quick rundown what we're going to accomplish today. We're going to get started with EnderIO, upgrade our power, and finally go into start to get all the Modium. So that way we can fulfill our destiny by episode 3 of going to the mine dimension. Now, obviously, the house that we have right now, not really a house. But once we get mining and getting all the Modium, then we can kind of work towards having a base. Does that make sense? Inside of this chest to fulfill what we need for this episode. Now, last episode, we ended it with us getting everything kind of underneath our feet. We have diamonds, we have iron. I've been mining here and there. We have a lot going on for us. Now it's time to level up. So as you can see, this is kind of what we're going to be working on today. And to get started, we want to start with EnderIO, the Sterling generator, a basic capacitor, a sag mill, and finally the alloy smelter. Plus, on top of that, making a basic capacity thing. Now, to get everything here, we are going to need to make dark steel ingots, which I do need a primitive alloy smelter for as well. I was trying to kind of get away from that, but it doesn't seem like I can. Look at the Dumbo rainbow all the way. And of course, mixing 1 grain of infinity mixed in with the furnaces and deep slate gives us the primitive alloy smelter. We're going to just kind of put it right here. Now, to make the dark iron or dark steel ingot, I need obsidian, coal dust or coal, and also ingots. Coal dust is from a crusher. I'm just going to go with regular coal then. We'll get 2 blocks of coal out, and then let me get 1 of these irons to make 9 of these. I'm gonna need like 4. Boshk. Oh, and don't forget, we also need our obsidian. So we can move this back here shortly. Once we have some of the ingots, we can actually get rid of this. I only need, how many? 2? Yeah, I just need 2 ingots. While we're at it, let's start creating the everything else that we need. So I need a void chassis, which I'm gonna need more grain of infinity and more iron bars. And with those, then we can make that chassis. And then the chassis is iron fingers, iron fingers, and then a cauldron to end the spot. I believe like 3 more. We're not. Let's help them out. I just need 2 steel ingots for those. Honestly, just trashing the primitive and then instantly making ourselves the advanced alloy smelter will go perfectly. Now, we do need a basic capacitor for this, so that way we can slap that on in there, and then I do need power. Of course, with the Sterling generator to start producing this special power that EnderIO needs, we are going to be using the block of coal specifically because I have a legitimate screw ton of it. As long as this is full, this will not burn. And then this will then, as long as there's a capacitor in this, will fill up this specifically. Now, I do need a little bit more of this dark steel ingots. So what we're going to do is keep pushing it for this. I just need to find a way to make the actual coal dust. Seems as if for right now we need to keep using coal, which is more than fine. I don't know what that's doing, so give me a second. And of course, with the machine active and on, we will slowly but surely make, if I'm not mistaken, more of the bars. Perfect. Dark steel ingots are going to be very useful for us, especially creating this capacitor, and I accidentally deleted the sag mill that we need. And this is the setup for EnderIO. You have a power bank basically in the middle of all 3. I've set the configs to all push and pull. You just left click to move it around, right click to push or pull. And it was specifically push and pull. I don't believe you need it for power, but pushing and pulling, have it pulling from 2 different sides, this side and this side. Basically, just in case I do need it for power. And then I can use nothing else is going to be here. And then I am pushing it down to the top to the actual battery itself for the energy that I have being produced right here. Now, if we kind of organize this real fast, and nope, put this over here kind of thing. Let's see, pull you out, put you there. We're also gonna put those up. Okay, so if we realistically look at this, what else do we need? Okay, let's start with the sand. So sand can go into the sag machine, 64 at a time, and I can kind of put these back real fast. Now the 64 at a time pulls it down, and if I'm not mistaken, yep, we'll make silicone for us. Now the silicone will help us make different kind of alloys. Now, one part of EnderIO that we actually need a lot of is sand, clay, and gravel, which I know I have a bunch of. Yes, I know this isn't beautiful. There you go. All right, boom, boom. I have 18 there. I can use a lot more. If I need to, I can go down to the mines and grab some more. So I need a lot more gravel. Down to the mines I go for some more gravel. Now, with 3 ender pearls and 10 iron ingots, we are going to be making pulsating alloy ingots, which then goes down into the nuggets, which are going to help us create item conduits. Now, item conduits and also energy conduits are the EnderIO's way of using to transfer power and to transfer items, basically like the pipes mod, just a little bit more complex. And since we're already doing EnderIO, we're going to kind of push that way. But when we upgrade our power, we will have to use fluid pipes, as if we look up what is required for fluid, actually we could do this. Let's do at EnderIO space fluid, right? We're going to need pressurized fluid conduits. Why is that? But yeah, actually for my build, I need to push it upwards. So we need to pressurize the fluid conduit. And we also obviously have the conduit binders, but we don't have the fused quartz. Now, fused quartz, once again, look that up, basically requires quartz no matter what, or a block of quartz or nether quartz into that. And we haven't visited the nether quite yet, but we will hopefully here soon. So out of a stack of sand, I got 36 silicone, which actually is going to work out fairly well in our favor. So with a 36 silicone, then we can actually do copper plus sand into here. I can get a little bit more sand. Sorry, my fault. Copper plus silicone into here, and that's going to create alloys for us, which is going to be really good as we are going to progress a little bit towards getting our conductive alloys, which we do need the copper alloy ingot for. Now, this is going to be a lot. I completely understand. But using these recipe books and JEI, I believe it's called, to kind of go towards a kind of like what we need is actually gonna help us a lot. So using the copper alloys, iron ingot, and then redstone, we get the conductive alloy ingots. And of course, with the conductive alloy ingots, we can use the energy conductor, if I actually was in the right menu, and get 8 energy conductors. Again, just like the pipes mod, energy conductors push out and transfer back and forth energy to one device to another. Now I'll show you what is cool about these in just one moment. Now I just came back to the village real fast, but I needed to hide for the book that I need. Now let's take a step back and see exactly what we looked at, right? So we have the smelter. Smelter combines up to 3 items into 1 alloy to progress through EnderIO. We have the bank, which acts as a battery. Basically, the generator goes into the battery, and then that's going to hold as much energy as it can to distribute to the left and right. And of course, the generator fuels and restores energy that is required. Something else from EnderIO that is very useful, and I'm glad that we're getting into it, requires 2 diamonds, 4 dark steel ingots, and 1 book. Hopefully you guys know what I'm talking about, but if you don't, you need this in your life. It's the enchanter. Now, of course, we need a book and quill for the enchanter, which requires some ink. And of course, a feather as well. Shockingly enough, it took a full day for these squid to spawn, and I don't know why. Coming back into town, we can then now make the book and quill. Now, it's good that we found a village because that means we got emerald. And of course, with emeralds plus lapis, as we use for anything, and the book and quill, oh, there you go, and 27 levels, we can make a Fortune 3 enchanting book. Now, for me as a miner, that's going to come very much in hand. as all we have to do is create an anvil and place it, let's just say, let's just place it over here next to this. And of course, creating a pickaxe. Of course, you can put a diamond pickaxe in here to make it a silent gear pickaxe. You don't have to really make anything special, but I will want to make this a silent gear pickaxe as it doesn't break or get broken or get out of your inventory after you do break it. And also putting this in here costing you 6 levels and maybe putting a name on it, calling it Money Hungry. We are then making a Fortune 3 diamond pickaxe. Now, we've done a lot of things on the surface and obviously still haven't created a base yet, but that's EnderIO in a nutshell for early game. If you're just starting all the mods 10, EnderIO is a great way to start. But when we're talking about power, actual power that we can use, we can definitely upgrade whatever this was to something a little bit more functional. And that's where Generator Galore comes in handy. With, of course, a torch in one hand and an emerald generator in another, we will get started on upgrading our power. Now, we're going to place our fluid pipes, and we're going to take this wrench from the pipes with a Z. Where is it? Right here. The pipes with a Z mod. Okay? You can shift right click, and you can take it off so that way it's not affecting the middle one. And what we're going to do is we're going to pull from the fluid drawer up through the pipe and into our basic fluid tank. Now, as you can see, there's nothing getting made in this fluid drawer. I'm going to show you exactly how to make it so that way lava is getting made. We're going to focus on the utility as we're not going to really need the storage right now because it's not generating a large amount. But we do have these dripping upgrades. Now, the dripping upgrades, of course, could be a lot of different things, but what it's going to be using for it is generating 20 millibuckets per tick, so per second, of lava. Now, of course, we do need our item conduit, to go from the because we need the lava to go into the emerald generator. As you can see, the bottom arrow and top arrow are green, and they are pushing out, or as it say, extracting. Okay, right click on the base, and you'll see insert and exert. Okay, you can insert both of these because that's exactly what we're going to need. That being said, we're going to make it so that way we color code this because we don't want something to insert twice or exert twice or whatever. So we're going to insert on pink right here and extract on pink. Okay, so that being said, from pink, color coding it, right? Basically, pink right there, pink is coming out, pushing in, and getting pushed into here. And then whatever green is pushing out and pulling in here. It's basically like driving, right? United States, we drive on the right-hand side. We receive traffic on the left-hand side. That's the same thing. Pink, green. Pink and green don't ever intersect. There's no stop signs. There's no crosswalks, whatever you want to say. It goes up and out and then back down and there. Basically, this is creating enough energy now to give us a lot more than what we had over here. And of course, when we are talking about what we are going to use it for, it's a couple different things. We're going to use an upgraded version of this, so we do need to upgrade this. When we finally, next episode, go into the dimension and use it for something a little bit special. Now with flint and steel in hand, we're going to move on to our final thing that we're going to do today. And of course, when you think of flint and steel, there should be only one thing that you think of. That, of course, is going to the Nether. Because to make next episode possible, we need to start diving deep and finding netherite. Oh boy, I get to go in the nether. Come on, let's go, guys. Let's go. Hello, housekeeping. Fluffy pillow. Ooh, wow, that's exactly what I needed. Alright, looking at the map, this is kind of cheating to see whether or not there's one by us, but there's this thing, which I don't even know what that is. Now, with looking at the map a little bit and kind of exploring around a little bit, I want to say we're right here. I'm just not even dealing with them. If I don't know what they are, not dealing with them. I know what you are. I'll deal with you. Whatever you guys do, don't attack me. Yep. Wall's going up. I'm gonna die. Oh my gosh. Okay, cool. Respawn. At least the respawn beacon works. Those piglets want to mess with me. They mess with the wrong guy. With the respawn point set, and shield and sword in hand, we're gonna see if we can't take this place over. And also, I forgot, every hit... What the hell was that? It scared me, I'm not gonna lie. Trying to be all hard butt, but it just scared me. Come on, come closer. I dare, double dog dare. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought, mother. It's like the weeping angels from Doctor Who. Oh man. Come on, I'll be in. Yeah. Why would you do this to me? Oh, I got it. Oh, I got it. What was that? Yeah, there's nothing else here. There's nothing else here I want. There's nothing here. Incendiary minigun ammo with Curse of Vanishing. Okay. Now, I had to go back down for some diamonds, but obviously one smithing template was enough, so I made two just so that way I can use one and have it back. I also used our netherite and turned it into netherite scraps, and if you hammer it down with a hammer, I used a platinum hammer, then you get 2 nether scraps except for furnacing it and giving it 1. That all being said, that is going to be it for today's episode. We obviously increased our energy production, went into EnderIO with a little sneaky snake of an enchanting table, got the money hungry pickaxe, got our smithing template and a little bit of netherite, and that gives us all the more closer to getting some Allthemodium. As per usual, I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell me what I could have done better, and tell me what I could have done worse. And as always, I'll see all y'all next time. Goodbye.